Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm sitting here, shut the hell up, hollering at these kids in the background, because y'all know I'm the lunch lady at Miss Pat Academy, because the fucking pandemic done turned the bitch into the lunch lady. I'm sitting here with Dion, Chris, and what's your name? Saul. Saul fix appliances. I'm going to tell you about Saul because he's a little cuckoo, but a little smart.
He's a black Republican. This is going to be awesome.
Oh, no, he's not a black Republican. Don't put that shit on us.
He's more of a black Republican than I am.
He's 35%.
You'll hear why.
Yeah, you'll hear why. Stay tuned after the music.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talk about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Okay, y'all, we here finally after Dion is damn near 2 hours late.
First of all,
hour.
It was start at 4. It's 5 o'clock now.
That's 1 hour.
You're being dramatic. Chill
Well,
out.
one time two is 2.
What?
Okay, George Bush. Fool me again.
That new math.
Look what Common Core gets you. She's been helping Dion.
Helping the
kids, yeah.
Excuse me, I am a certified lunch ladies and I'm filing that shit on my taxes. I've been breakfast, lunch, and dinner around this motherfucker like crazy. Somebody need to pay me.
Tastes like free lunch, too.
Shut the fuck up. You about right. So we have a guest here. Our guest name is Soloman.
There you go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Saul, short for Soloman.
Okay, we don't need all that extra shit. Goddamn, he like to talk too. So
There can only be one here.
I hope you're not sensitive because...
Oh, you can't be sensitive. So, okay, let me tell you how I met Saul. So, my fucking oven broke, right? So, I'm like, fuck, man. Every time I come home, everything want
The
to
lunch
break.
lady's oven broke.
Fuck you, Dion. I'm a good
It
lunch
smelled
lady.
that food. It was like, I give up.
Fuck you. Somebody got to make the kids toast.
In the oven?
No, we don't have a toaster. I have
Like
a,
$10.
I was going to say the cheapest appliance you don't have.
I didn't find one on the clearance rack. Fuck you guys.
You don't need one.
They are clearance.
I like the kind that put hello in your bread.
Hello in your bread.
I like the bougie ass toast.
So why don't you have one of those?
I can't afford it. I gotta wait to the clearance. So anyway, I called because I was somewhere and Junebug was like, Mama, first of all, the knob broke off my fucking LG stove. So I'm sitting there fucking twisting it with a fork and shit like 1984. Then the oven just stopped working. I'm like, fuck this reg ass stove. I ain't going to buy no goddamn stove. So I called and Saul pull up and he's got his mask on and he started talking and you know I like to talk, right? Mm-hmm. And so we got it. Somehow I always get on the politics and we started talking about politics and I'm like, God damn, Jesus, this is the second Trump supporter you have sent to my house this week. This is the second fucking, because I had an electrician guy who walked in my house with a fucking Trump hat on and I didn't notice until he took the fucking light down and he was on the floor and I was like, oh, this nigga got on the Trump hat. And so I'm thinking, take the fucking mic away from your mouth when you're laughing. And so I'm like, this is the second fucking Trump supporter. Is God trying to tell me something?
That or you're a secret Republican.
Gary Hunter's right.
So, make a long story short, the fucking electrician came first, and then he took down the light, and I see this Trump hat, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, I knew he didn't realize I was black till I opened the door. And then I opened the door, he's like, and then he threw something down in his shirt. And I'm like, come on in. But He got downstairs. He did all of this work. He's like, just give me $75. I was like, fuck your Trump hat, nigga. You good and you cheap. What's your phone number? So I literally put him in my phone as Trump supporter. Trump supporter electrician.
Okay.
That's what I put him in. And so then my oven broke and Saul pull up. And then Saul tells me he black, which he don't fucking look black.
Still now with the mask off?
No.
Not even a bit. Okay, all right, now a little bit.
You look a little biracial.
You
What
look like
think, Dion?
Stuffed inside the hat.
he looks like Kid or Play.
I don't know. I would tell you. Just go at it. What do I look like?
If black people was playing dodgeball, he would not get picked. I'm telling you that right now. This nigga don't look black at all.
Shit, man.
So who's black?
His shadow ain't even black.
I'm 35.0% black. That's like
That's not black.
That's like half a Snoop Dogg.
Nigga, we block.
Black.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, like I saw in like something. It was like a
You
roast.
stop reading.
I know. I need to stop reading. I saw something where Snoop had his like thing run, and he was like 70-some%.
You know
black.
why I know you're not black?
What's that?
Because you put your foot on my couch. Black people would never do
Oh, my
that.
God.
Get your goddamn foot off my couch. See, that's the whiteness in you. Only white folks come to
Okay.
your house and put their fucking foot on your furniture.
I missed
I had to train Chris to get them Brooks off my motherfucking sofa, nigga.
I've never put my foot on your couch.
Man.
You've crossed your leg like Sal did before.
I'm
Put your
about
foot
to
up.
Rick James's couch.
Yeah.
Fuck your couch,
yeah.
nigga.
I don't know.
So me and Sal had a conversation, and he said I'm a minority, and he said 35%. Who's black? Your daddy?
My dad's black. Yeah.
What type of black? Black us black?
He's your
fuck does that
complexion.
even- what
I
does that-
promise you. If that gives me like any
Who's
he's
white?
actually darker than you.
Who's white?
My mom,
His mom is white.
Yeah.
So
How old are you?
40.
40. He don't look 40, so he might be black.
He's not cracking.
Yeah, he's not cracking at all. So make a long story short, we started talking, and he said something interesting to me. So I was like, "Won't you come back and do my podcast?" Because I like to agree to disagree. You know?
You're being nice. I beg to let me do your podcast because I'm trying to promote my business. But go ahead.
Well, I can say this: he fixed stoves and shit.
Yeah.
And he did a really good job. And I give you his number if you live in Indiana. Please call this dude up because he did a really fucking
Can I say
good
my number
job.
real quick?
Yeah, you can say.
Okay,
fucking
call Capitan Appliance, CapitanAppliance.com. That is 317-315-0085.
He said that white as fuck. You guys are right.
Sound like-
He did the job
People
interview
listening
voice.
aren't going to believe me. They're going to be like,
Job
that's
interview.
what this...
That number again is 317.
Well, all right, let me ask this. What makes someone black? Because he's clearly blacker than me. He's got a black dad. Why do you guys say he's not black?
I mean, we
What
must-
defines-
I just met
blackness.
this nigga. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So anyway, the
If-
conversation.
I
came
guess
up-
it's if you said the N word, would it make you too uncomfortable?
yeah.
Go ahead. Let's find
That was the rule in the Army. Like, I wasn't like... I'll never forget, there's this PFC I served with by the name of Davis. He was like, you can only say nig. So you can't say the whole thing. That was the rule for me.
You only got
They say-
35%.
and I said, I could say they let me say I'm my nig, and that's as far. I never got to the second syllable.
And so we was talking because he was saying that you have a college degree and
two degrees,
2 degrees in
chemistry and psychology,
chemistry and psychology. So
and now I fix appliances.
Now he fix appliances. So I said,
And I love
the
it.
money.
yeah. So what he said was he felt like because he was a minority, and you tell the story what you told me about, and to make it short. 'Cause it's a
So,
fucking podcast.
and more being a minority definitely has something to do with it, but more.
Get your
it's-
goddamn foot off my.
Oh,
couch.
sorry.
Faster.
I
We don't
won't-
have all day. This is
more
a
to the
podcast.
point. It's like I've had a bunch of. My point was I had a bunch of government money go through my hands in my time, from the time of working in the Army, working for the federal government in the BLM, Bureau of Land Management. I had GI Bill. I had federal grant money before all that, and I personally feel, my honest opinion is government money. However much of it I qualified for, being a minority or just general grants, people get grants. I feel like it just has a corrupting influence on my life. Me personally, I know it's not everybody's story. I
Nigga,
know
food
you can,
stamps ain't never corrupt me, but go on about your business.
I know
Didn't you
can
get
find,
hung for
I know
food
you
stamps?
can find people that say like because of this program, this government program, I became a doctor. I take people at their word when it comes to that, but my experience is that it made me do more drugs. It made me drink more alcohol.
The government made you do more drugs.
Made me.
Hold on, let the man finish.
Enabled is what I meant to say.
You already had the predisposition to look.
That's why I say enabled.
I'm already getting pissed off.
So let me ask you something. So let me ask you something. Do your checks from fixing stoves make you smoke dope?
No.
That should enable
No,
you
because
to.
I have to. I now have to be at work on time. I'm not rewarded for doing jack shit. Like I can't expect you, Miss Pat, to pay me if I leave your place and your oven still ain't working. Now
you qualified for a program and you took advantage of it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I was a sleazeball.
Okay, so that's on you.
Yeah, of course it is.
Well, then
but
what
I'm
the fuck's the
saying
problem?
that the problem is enabling people like me that have a tendency to not be disciplined under certain circumstances. It's hard.
How is that the government's fault? How is the government enabling
It's
you
the government's
when you
same
decided
fault.
to be a
It's not the
sleazeball?
government's fault. Fault's not the word I'm looking for here. And you know about enabling. Like you wouldn't give a crackhead money because they'll be dead after certain. You give them $100.
First of all, crack don't kill anybody. I ain't never seen, and I sold crack.
What's a drug that kills people?
Heroin? This shit white kids.
So you
buy.
would be reluctant to give a heroin addict a
No,
certain...
white people give their kids money all the time just to get the fuck away from them until they need that next bomb.
So I'm not saying necessarily shut down government programs. I'm not so libertarian I come at it that hard. I'm saying if you're gonna have government programs, you gotta have fail safes for people that aren't gonna be disciplined and use it in the right way. I'm not
So
necessarily
now you're advocating the government to babysit people.
if
If they're taking the money, why not?
that's where I'm at in terms of that's my compromise. That's what I'm saying. In an ideal
Well, I
world,
think the
everybody-
How is the government going to make you be a better person? Tell me if the government can't figure out how to get water to fucking
Michigan.
come on, man. Like that doesn't even make any sense.
Give me a drug test. Make me piss in a cup. If you're going to give me $5,000,
You asked for $5,000. The government
And you qualify for $5,000.
trusted you.
So you're saying
So now I have to come up, a grown ass man. I have to come behind you. Not only did you ask me for
I'm
money.
admitting that I'm fucked up.
Okay.
I'm admitting that I have
So
problems.
then,
So don't.
what other than locking your ass up for
No, I just
breaking
said,
the
make
law?
me
You
piss-
know you're not supposed. Like
No,
you
I
know
said
you're not
make me
supposed.
not
piss in
even
the cup.
breaking the
Make sure
law.
I'm
Well,
not-
doing drugs is illegal, so
Yeah.
you know you weren't supposed to do that, and now what?
What was you?
So
was you-
what I'm
Hold-
saying is, you the taxpayer.
Everybody be quiet.
I'm trying to
Hold on, Saul, be quiet.
Go ahead.
I said, so if you're not libertarian anymore, what are you? He goes, I'm a nationalist capitalist. I said, this is going to be awesome when Dion's going to hate him. And she goes, Garyana! I go, no, too far. Too far.
I'm so confused.
Come here, Gary.
No,
This is somebody.
Garyana, stay there.
Well, let me hear your position on all this, so then I know what I'm like, because I don't necessarily know where you're coming from.
I'm confused.
Okay, we have a situation here. Come here, Gary.
You asked the government for help.
Yeah.
You needed help.
Maybe I didn't.
You took advantage of the help, and now you're mad that they didn't do enough to keep you from yourself.
I didn't say I was mad. I didn't say that.
So what?
So you feel let down? Like,
or do you feel
what
like
is your-
you took advantage of the government because you got all
Yeah,
these?
if anything, people have more of a right to be mad at me than I have the
Nobody's
right.
mad at you.
Well, but if we're talking about who should be mad and who shouldn't be, I would say it's more fair that people be mad at me than me be mad at anybody. I think that you should be concerned about people that will take advantage of government programs. I'm willing to.
you cannot get rid of the element of people being sleazy.
You cannot, and
Because it's not on us, it's on you.
Yeah,
At the
but
end
you
of the-
can have
At
a-
the end of the day, if I present you with an opportunity, it is incumbent upon you, the person, to be quote unquote moral about your choices.
Have
Right.
you ever heard?
Which
you
I'm
can
telling
have
you-
You ever heard you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink?
I can't make you drink.
So
Right.
that's a true statement. And I told you that day. I said,
Mm-hmm.
why would anybody be upset? The only person be upset is you because you did not take advantage of the
No, I'm
opportunity
very upset
that
with
was
myself. That's not something I'm proud
So
of.
why would you think that because you fucked up, the next person shouldn't get the same chance that you got? That's not fair.
That's not my goal here. What I'm doing is I'm raising the alarm for people that might take advantage of the system.
People take advantage of anything. People take advantage of church. People take advantage of women. People take advantage of prostitutes. People suck dick on credit, sir. Sir, it's all it's all type of taking
Who are
advantage
these
of.
people that suck dick on credit? We're not finna gloss over that like I don't need my dick sucked. Wait a minute, what?
If you create,
This quarantine going on a long goddamn time.
Poor Dion's on dick bankruptcy.
if you create a program and you gave everybody $50,000 and told them to go off and get an education, and if only 3 of those people went off and got an education, I call it a successful program. Especially if you pull these 10 people out and 3 of them succeeded, that's a plus. Because that 3 people that you was able to go out and get an education and get a job and work on their own. The other 7, you might lose 4, might not do shit, and then you might have 3 like you who fucked them and say, oh, well, let me get my shit together and realize I need to do this.
But what Saul is saying is that the system that they're in, those 7 people are harmed by being in that set of incentives. So you're saying that because 3 people were helped and 7 people were destroyed, it was a successful program.
No.
Well, let's say 7 and 3 then.
No. The system didn't destroy those people. The people destroyed themselves.
Thank you.
The system is designed to help you. What you do with that said help is on you. You can't blame the system for you picking up a crack pipe. How's that the system's fault?
Here's an example. Me and my sister were raised in the same household. We both had, my sister had her first child at 13. I had my sister had her first child at 11. I had my first child at 14. We had our second. She was on her second baby when I was on my first baby at 14, at 12 and 13, some shit like that. Both raised by the same piece of shit mama. Both dropped out of school. I dropped out in the 8th. I think she dropped out in the 9th. She probably dropped out in the 7th. Who fucking knows? I went to jail for selling crack. My sister got on crack. If you saw my sister next to me, you would never believe that that's the same fucking person. So all I did was took advantage of opportunities that I was handed. I was on welfare. My sister's still on welfare. My sister want to stay on welfare. Mm-hmm. She don't ever wants to get off welfare and food stamps and Social Security. I am a person who went through those programs. And those programs, without Bill Clinton starting the welfare to work program, I don't think I'll be where I'm at today.
Right. He changed the incentives of the program to push you. And that's sort of, is that not what you're saying, is that without some different
but
set
of a lot of people went through that program and did not succeed.
What I'm saying is, but I become way, way more humble about my political opinions. In the end, I can only speak from my personal perspective, and I can only say that it seems honest for me to say that the government programs that I was involved in affected me personally in such a way as to, yeah, I'll take personal responsibility, but it enabled my corrupt nature or aspects of my corrupt nature in a way that wasn't helpful to me and wasn't helpful to society in general. So it's not helping you, Dion.
So he got student loans and he applied. Gary, he got student loans and he applied for programs. And because he's a minority, because he's 35 or 40% black, he was considered a minority. Sure. So he was able to get a lot of minority programs. Now he feel like those programs enable him, like the GI Bill.
They don't really exist no more because I can get a student loans at the Wuha. They'll give you a loan for anything. But I can't get a scholarship for nothing. I have a 3.8 GPA, yet to get a scholarship. I've applied for like 25 scholarships last year, yet to get one.
But he feel like
I think they listen to you on this podcast.
This podcast is ruining my money.
Myself sucked up all the money. Somebody with a 3.8 should get a scholarship.
Our money ain't
I had a
backed by
2.9 coming out of high school. And I
graduated with 2.8 from high school.
You graduated 2.8?
Yeah.
I thought you said 3.8.
No, when I went to college first, I got my associate's degree, got a 3.6 when I graduated from my associates. I'm getting my bachelor's right now, I have a 3.8.
Okay.
No scholarships. Still none. Well, I have scholarships for underprivileged children because I am one. And that's all I got.
So what I don't understand is why he feel like that. Why he feel like the government, he has taken advantage of the government.
Because what did you do with your degree?
I mean, why do you feel like that?
What did you do with your degree?
I did a lot of drugs.
Okay, what did you?
Wait. When did you do the drugs? While you were in college?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's everybody.
Yeah, I never touched drugs or alcohol. Literally,
What
never.
college did you go to?
Iowa State University.
Iowa State.
It's a great. Little, I'm not trying to
Iowa
talk
State.
smack about Iowa State. As far as state colleges, state universities go, it's a great little. It's a beautiful campus. But I never touched drugs. I never touched.
So you lacked focus on what you felt like what you were there for.
Yeah.
For the vices and the money.
So if you want to say that's my fault, that's fair. But
it is
at the same time,
how is that the government's fault?
I never said that. You never said it was the government's fault. But I'm saying, don't you want to weed people like me out?
No, because look. Okay,
I want you to accept responsibility for what. First of all, let me give you credit for coming on and saying what you're saying and admitting that you made
I
mistake.
acted wrongly. Yeah.
And I commend you for having the courage and ability to do that. A lot of people can't even do that simple thing. Say, yeah, it was my fault. I shouldn't have done that. A lot of people can't admit that. So I want to give you credit for that.
Thank you.
However, you cannot destroy a program because you misused it, saying that there's not enough oversight. You're an adult. Like you didn't go to college not knowing drugs were bad. Like,
so let's say I don't want to destroy it. Let's say, so I think what I was saying was actually piggybacking off of Dion's point, oversight. If we're going to have these government programs, I'm not a hardliner against government programs. Maybe I once was. I think more oversight would be good. I think if we had oversight, I'm exactly me. I'm putting it on me. I'm the type of person that would get caught up in this oversight. I'd fail a piss test. I'd fucking I actually got arrested several times when I was in college. I never lost any of my scholarships or anything like that. I would face the penalty. I would be the one having the heat come down on him if there was reasonable oversight on these programs. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying destroy. I never said destroy. That's where I'm kind of at with it right now.
Gary.
I was just trying to say, I was just going to say that you're not an anomaly. Like, a lot of kids go to school, go to college, do great. They can do great in high school. They can go to college, start doing drugs, and stop caring. Like, it's normal.
I think,
and not everybody finishes school, and you can't. But
we don't want government resources going into drug and alcohol use.
Well, you don't
which
know.
was what happening in my case.
Can I say this to you?
You could be clean in high school and start doing it in college.
But I'm saying we want to avoid drugs.
Sir, you cannot avoid people from doing drugs and alcohol. It's just there. Can I say this to you? All congressmen do drugs. Don't you think Donald Trump is on something to act the way he act? All of them motherfuckers. Nancy Pelosi.
Our government sells more drugs than anybody.
How you think cracking? How you think cocaine? How do you think crack got in the black community? How do you think? Let me say this to you. This is the United States of America. So supposed to be one of the baddest countries in the world.
Yes.
Let me say this to you. Nothing get in this motherfucking country without the government. And you don't believe me? Just go watch Pablo Escobar. Mm-hmm. That tells the story of how government let all of that cocaine come. Cocaine is money. I've said this 1,000 times. When white kids get on opioid or whatever the fuck they're on, hey, that's money for the government because the doctor got to create a treatment for your white child to get off of it. You pay me, I get it over here, I put your children on it, and you pay somebody to get it off. It's them prescription pills that help people get off opioid. It's a money-making business. Don't nothing get in this country without the government knowing about it. I think Nancy Pelosi do cocaine. Every time I see the bitch, I'm out twitching. I think Donald Trump pop pills because he won't go to motherfucking see. All them niggas do something. Uh-huh. Let me say this to you. Viagra is a drug.
Yeah.
And everybody want hard dicks in this country.
Amen.
But ideally, if you're as a taxpayer, you pay taxes off of your shows and everything, what you bring in, and then some of that you're happy to give to government programs. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, you would like ideally to see that go to a good use. You would
Let me
like
say this.
ideally.
I'd rather you waste my money trying to get an education. Nigga, you got 2 degrees. I'd rather waste my money on you than to waste my taxpayer money to see any motherfucking president go golfing. Yeah. Golfing is a waste of time. At least you got 2 motherfucking degrees. I don't give a fuck if you do fix stoves for a living, nigga. If you decide to go be a chemistry, you got a motherfucking degree.
Yeah, okay.
You got a degree.
Well, you guys are being really nice to me. Maybe I'm too hard on myself.
What you want to do? Whoop your ass?
Yeah, I'm too hard on myself.
I mean,
yeah, because at least you finished your degree. I thought you just
dropped
out. You
didn't
didn't waste the money because you finished the degree.
You finished. You did most.
You're talking to a couch full of dropouts.
I didn't graduate high school.
That's what I'm saying.
Me neither.
I don't give a fuck.
She got a
Fuck IUPUI.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? Why are you so hard on yourself? Are you depressed? What the fuck?
No, I'm not
wrong with
depressed.
you? So what is wrong with you?
No, I'm concerned about the allocation of government resources.
Well,
ideally, we should.
To the mic.
We want less money, government money, going up people's noses and down people's throats in the form of alcohol.
Wait, so you were using the money to buy drugs?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So how did you pay for college? When was the paying for college?
I took out more loans.
Oh, okay, that's on you, girl.
And used
that's crazy.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this: do you owe a student loan?
Yeah.
Well then, motherfucker, you paying for your own cocaine habit.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
So
but
why
it's also
the
loans are subsidized and there were grants as well.
So you
grant money,
cocaine
grant money, you don't have to pay that back. So what you do with it is on you again.
The Arthur P. Sloan Foundation paid for your blow.
There you go. I like it. That's libertarian.
If you lie to those people who say, "Hey, I got an opportunity for you," and if you come to those people under false pretenses, what are those people supposed to do? They're supposed to slap you on the wrist and say, "Hey, don't do that." They can't take it back. You've already done it.
No, I haven't said that. What I've said, Dion, is that you should, huh?
Yeah, he is.
No, I'm not. Oh, on my phone, no.
Yeah. Go.
Don't record on your phone.
No, I don't. I didn't even know how to do that. I don't know how to use it.
You wouldn't want a second copy of this. What
I'm saying is,
what were you worried about?
What I'm saying is, when it comes to having government programs, there are things we can do. We could do more to avoid abuses. I'm coming out as an abuser. Anybody can agree to that much. I definitely abuse the shit. Okay.
I abuse welfare, but I ain't giving none of it back.
Good, don't. But that's all.
I moved on to a new scheme.
But you pay back in taxes.
So you're asking. So if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're asking for is the government to be more involved with the day-to-day operations of how you spend their money.
Yeah, I think you have to have that.
So isn't that more government oversight, which is what you don't want?
Ideally, less government oversight is better.
He don't like the government. Come on, I need you.
Less government oversight is better.
No,
but
ideally less government oversight is better, but you can't you got to see your money through.
Not to interrupt
the
you,
end.
Saul, but let's just all be quiet and listen to what's happened to these kids. All right, never mind. Let's move along. That's too much.
Don't record that. We don't want the tapes.
God damn.
How about we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break. Good idea.
I want to share some news with you guys that I think we all need in this time in our life. Can I share a program called Better Help with you guys? It would assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapy. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. Let me just say this to you. It's not a crisis hotline. It's not self-help. It's a professional counseling done securely online. And there's a broad range of experts available, which may not be locally available in your area. The service is available for all clients worldwide. All you got to do is just log into your account anytime and send your counselor a message. You get timely and thoughtful response, plus you can schedule weekly videos or phone sessions. Whatever make you happy, baby, you can do this in your underwear, and nobody will know you in your underwear but you. You won't ever have to leave the comfort of your home. You ain't got to go sit in no doctor's office with nobody with no bat on their head. You can do it from the comfort of your home in your underwear and get the help that you need. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches. They make it easy for you. And guess what? You can change your counselor. If you get somebody that you don't like on a video call, maybe their eyes too big, maybe their eyes crossed, maybe they giving you the wrong advice, guess what? You can change for free. It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. All you gotta do is take your ass over and visit the website and read the testimony that's posted. Visit betterhelp.com/patdown. That's BETTERHELP, because we all need it, y'all. And join over 100,000 people taking charge of their mental health with the help of experienced professionals. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional counseling in all 50 states. So, if you don't need this, you can come get a job and help other people. You heard me. BetterHelp is hiring people because we got to help each other with the times we all in. It's a special offer for the Pat Down listeners. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/patdown. Come on, y'all. We all need help. This world about to run our asses crazy. Take y'all ass over to betterhelp.com/patdown. Get your 10% and start talking to a professional counselor so we can get our crap together. You can thank me later. So as we adjust to wearing masks is the new norm, parents are conflicted by a unique problem. What is the new problem? You don't only have to school shop anymore for clothes and shoes and backpacks and pencils. You got to add a new item, which is a mask. And sometimes it can be risky because all of our kids don't have the same size face. That's why I'm so happy I found Crayola School Mask Pack. You heard me. Crayola School Mask Pack. My kids have just started school. All of them got masks. They love rocking them. They come in a pack of 5, so you don't have to wash till the end of the week. Each one of my kids have one mask for each day of the week. Honestly, y'all, school masks work better than any mask that I have tried. Yeah, my girlfriend tried to sew the kids a Mickey Mouse match upside down. It didn't fit the face. The chin was too short. The ears were too big. With Crayola School Mask Pack, they got the perfect size for my kid's face, and they love the unique design. All masks are built with a 3D design, a form-fitted nose wire, and adjustable ear straps. And Crayola school masks are machine washable and comes with a handy fresh laundry bag to stay organized and a calendar to track the daily uses. Me and my family all are rocking the Crayola Mask Pack. We love them. As an added bonus, Crayola School Mask Pack will donate a portion of your purchase to a charity of your choice to support kids who have been impacted by COVID-19 pandemic. Do what I did and get your family the Crayola Mask Pack today at schoolmaskpack.com. Listen to me because you know I'm country. At schoolmaskpack.com/patdown. That's schoolmaskpack.com/patdown. Go out and get your kids the mask that's gonna fit their face. I know grandmama made them a mask, but hey, put it on when they go to grandmama's house. When they go to school, they need to be stylish, fit, and protected. Get your kid a school mask pack now from Crayola. Kansas City, I'm on my way to the Comedy Club. Go to thecomedyclubkc.com and get your tickets. I will be there August 14th through the 16th. Kansas City, Missouri, that is, because there's another type of Kansas City, too. So I want to make sure you're in the right damn city. So y'all make sure y'all come to see me. This might be the last event of the year, the way COVID eating our ass alive around here. Eating us up like crab juice. But make sure you get your tickets and come on out and see me and Dion, because if anything eat Dion, he going to disappear. I think you feeling sorry for yourself for nothing. I think you look at yourself as not being a success story. I truly believe that you did fine. You went to school. You did what most young people do. Get high, party, and get an education. Okay. You didn't use your degree. You actually went to school to build chemistry or whatever the fuck you went to school for. Then you turn it around and say, you know what? I really don't want to do this chemistry bullshit. Yeah. I want to fix stoves for a living. I want to be my own. I want to be my own boss. Mm-hmm. To me, you're a success story.
Well, if you have, and I don't have low self-esteem, but if you have everybody do that, then you've wasted money. You've missed out.
We waste money anyway.
Well, let's try. We want to try not. We want to try to.
You
waste
never go, sir. You got to start back to the motherfucker who stole.
Sir, his name.
Sal. You got to start back to the motherfucker who stole this.
You know what? You just picked up on something. Have you been calling him sir because you think that's his name, or
I don't know.
I thought you were trying to be funny. Listen up, sir. I thought that I was just taking it.
I mean, I don't understand what the problem is. You talking about the government?
There is no
wastes
problem
money.
For me now.
No,
there's no problem. This
is
me. I'm using my personal example to criticize the government. I'm fine.
Well,
how can you criticize the government when you are the one that fucked up? They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing to you. That was you. You can't criticize them for what you fucking did. They gave you the money because you said you were going to do something with it.
Yeah.
And then you fucking that's not on them.
You made me agree with the Bernie supporter.
Like, what the fuck? How can you criticize the government for you abusing?
The government
That's
only
not their
doing what they were
fault.
supposed
Because
to
it's
do.
not all about me, Dion. It's about the
everybody
fact
don't
of
do what
if
you
you're
did.
gonna government has to have a responsibility of oversight wherever it's allocating resources, whether it's to welfare programs, whether it's to the Department of Defense,
Okay, so
whether it's to the space program,
So the
whatever
government
the case
gave you money,
Yeah.
right? And
Right.
you're mad that they didn't check on you to see what you were doing with that money.
You keep using the word mad.
No, I'm
using my personal example.
I don't mean, when I say mad, I don't mean like angry, upset, grr. I mean like you feel like they should have done more to make sure that you weren't misappropriating their funds.
Yeah, for the same reason you would have oversight into, say, NASA. If you're pumping money into NASA and
You know
they're...
what NASA is? It's all made up science. We don't know shit about outer space. There's no baseline for that. Them niggas is guessing every day. They don't fucking know.
Science.
Okay, well, let's say this. Let's say
Science
NASA...
did you just say science is bullshit?
No, I'm saying.
Did you become
I'm
a
saying
Trump
outer
supporter?
space is bullshit. We don't fucking know. We ain't never
What-
been
so-
there.
so-
There's no proof.
Yeah.
We don't know how hot the sun is exactly.
Oh
These
my
niggas
God.
is guessing. Who the fuck knows? There's nobody who can debate. He's wrong. How do you know? I've been there. No, you haven't.
Okay.
Don't say that. Don't talk to me about outer space. That's all fucking guesswork. We don't
Wait a
fucking
minute,
know.
nigga. Outer space is real. Where the fuck E.T. come from?
Yeah.
Somebody's imagination.
Yeah.
E.T. with the long finger that glow up, that touch you and make you pretty?
Yeah, that was
How did he
Al's
phone
brother.
home, man? Come on now.
No.
What the
E.T.
fuck?
real. I don't give a fuck. E.T. rode a motherfucking Huffy bike in America.
It wasn't a documentary.
Thank you, Chris.
This
Is that your second favorite movie next to Titanic?
this is all over the place.
E.T. real. That was the most beautiful creature, and he stayed in the basement. He never fucking talked, and he just say, and he rode a bike.
E.T.'s on welfare too.
E.T.
That's he's on lives in the
shake
basement.
stick.
He's fucking living on welfare, living off that government check. Supposed to be phoning home.
This nigga crazy.
Hey, you picked him.
He's been breathing all the pilot light gas.
I
I
don't
know.
understand what your expectations of the government to be. Like,
So first of all, I'm only using myself as a really good example because I know myself and I know my own history. To separate it from myself, what you want, ideally, if the government is pumping taxpayer dollars into whatever, NASA, you don't want, let's say you believe in space, let's say you don't. You don't want the government pumping money into NASA and every fucking rocket ship goes like the Challenger. That's fucked up use of money, right? So
okay, so the Challenger was an accident.
I was an accident.
You weren't an accident. You applied and you got accepted. How is that an accident?
Yeah, that was a miscalculation on the part of the government.
They did. Them niggas don't know you.
Exactly. That's the point. They don't know the rocket either.
How in the fuck can you expect the government to know each and every single person who...
They can do a better job. They can predict more accurately who can...
You didn't even know you were a piece of shit. The fuck is how the government gonna figure that out?
There's a test.
You didn't know you were gonna do drugs till you got there.
Let me ask you something.
And I don't mean you're a piece of shit.
No.
Yeah, he know. Was you?
Because I just met you. I don't.
Did you escape from Waco?
like?
Did you escape from Waco?
No. I've never been to Waco.
I'm so
Waco,
confused.
you know the documentary? Because you act just like them people that was on Waco.
Uh-oh.
Chris is very anti more government. You're Republican, right?
I'm not defensive enough about Republicans to call myself a Republican.
You
Like,
voted
you
for
could
Trump.
rip on Republicans right now. It wouldn't hurt my feelings.
But you voted
So I
for
don't know
Trump.
if I'm actually a
Even if
Republican.
you voted
It wouldn't
for
bother
Trump.
me at all. Like,
Excuse me, did you vote for Trump?
yeah, I did, but I voted for Obama, too.
Oh, you real confused.
Miss
Did you
Pat,
vote for Obama once or twice?
Twice. And I think that was the right choice.
So why did you vote for Trump? Because you didn't like Hillary.
No, it was more. I thought that the country was swinging in a socialist direction.
What is socialist, Chris? Because I hear this all the time from white America.
Have Dion explain it. Dion, you're more socialist than I am.
I'm hella socialist.
Yeah.
Everybody put all their money in a pot, and whoever needs it goes gets it. We take care of each other. It's a social construct. If you need some money for whatever reason,
that's what we do.
And I have excess money
with the extra money on unemployment. That's socialism, right?
Yeah.
With the stimulus check. Who the fuck don't want that? I rather
because
spend
you
my
aren't
money.
adult enough to handle that particular program. Doesn't mean get rid of the program.
I never said get rid of the program.
I think what he's saying, and let me add some clarity.
Yeah, come on with
All
your
right.
white shit.
So I mainly agree with Miss Pat and Dion through most of this. Like, I think what he's trying to say is that there are, in any system, just like we talk about the consequences of a white supremacist system or the capitalist system, he's saying there are consequences for individuals within the system that he fucked up in. And just like what you just outlined, where the big pot of money, there's going to be consequences of that system. So I don't think you're wrong in that. That's where I agree with you. Where I agree with them is that it was your personal responsibility to manage your shit. You know, much like Miss Pat, she took a different path. She was
right.
You know, so I think
in
personal
the interest of
responsibility.
self-management, I would say it would have been better for me if my money had been cut off and I was put in a do-or-die situation and forced to either grow or just actually maybe die.
I also disagree with you because this is a common thing amongst conservatives. To end welfare, we need to drug test welfare recipients. And I don't agree with that because I think it actually does the opposite of what a lot of conservatives want. Like, they want more freedom, more liberty, less government. But you're going to, with that system, enact a government that is so abusive of civil liberties in trying to drug test people and get in their shit.
I'd say
that
you're talking about somebody that was on
too
welfare, and I know people that sell food stamps, and I know people who misuse the welfare system. I say, if you're gonna test welfare recipients, we should test our Congress too, because you all make the laws. So if they get high and they don't get no check, and you get high, then you shouldn't get no check either.
So here's a funny story.
Yeah.
There was a Republican state house member who introduced that here in Indiana 2 years ago, and somebody on the Democratic side filed a bill to amend it with that clause, and the guy withdrew it.
Yeah.
So the
because you know
Republican
why?
withdrew it.
Because they do drugs too.
Yeah, of course.
They do drugs too.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, I'm all for you testing somebody welfare recipient. I'm all for that. I'm all, because if you can, because look at it like this. They drug test us for jobs. Why not drug test us for something that you're getting free? I agree. But you congressmen who get free shit too and making decisions about my life, you should be tested too. Hell, test the president too. After this motherfucker, you should test all the president. I keep telling y'all something wrong with Nancy Pelosi, and I'm a big ass Democrat. Every time I see that bitch, her lip is about to take off running to the right. Pay attention to it. Her head leaning sideways and her lip is fucking backing that ass up, that bottom lip. Y'all
The miles on that
You're
plastic.
working with some magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
you ain't never noticed her bottom lip.
Oh yeah, no, the miles on that plastic surgery have met their warranty.
Well,
Yeah.
that bitch need a redo. She needs some oil change in the face, and she need a motherfucking tie rotation on her fucking lip, cause that motherfucker's bald head and it's just shaking like a motherfucker, like it done busted. So I mean, that's that's what I agree on, and I'm sorry that you feel like
It's not about me though, man. I'm just submitting myself as an
Well, that's
example
good. I'm
of the
glad you-
problem. I'm fine. And now I'm fine. I'm happy. I just got married.
Since we're admitting robbing the government, I gotta say, I used to fucking, try to work and get food stamps and still wouldn't tell a motherfucker. I had Section 8 free rent.
Good
and
for you.
I'm
They're gonna
5
put the
bedroom
program
house.
out there. I mean,
I had a 5-bedroom house. My rent was $66, nigga. I ain't tell nobody I worked until the welfare system got smart on the motherfucker. And they will get smart on you when enough motherfucker commit the same crime.
yeah.
And I worked at General Motors 1 year. I'm making $20 an hour, but fucking rent free. And no, I should have reported. Well, nobody told me the unemployment office connected with the welfare office. And they said, "Oh, bitch, come here. You been working. You owe us $12,000." I said, "For real, nigga? How y'all find out?" And I had to pay that money back. And then the second time I did it, they took my fucking Section 8. So, it's always going to be People always going to find a loophole to anything, any program that created. I have to say, when I was on the Section 8 program, I got it for having custody of my sister's kids. The best thing that came out of that program for me was they took the certificate. And that white bitch looked at me in my face and she said, get a job. And that was some of the best advice. No, this is what she said. She said, stop lying all the time. And next time you get a job, you'll report it. And that shit burnt the fire in me. And I looked at that bitch and I said, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to buy that house. And I own that house to this day. She motivated the shit out of me. So, but you cannot stop loopholes in programs.
No, I mean, anytime you have any program, it doesn't matter if it's lobbying in Congress, PPP, welfare, when it's easier to get money by plundering the public pot than it is to work, people are going to try and take advantage of that system.
And we got to cut this short because we don't.
Well, what he's saying is there needs to be some incentives, just like that lady was an incentive to you to get your shit together. And that needs to be built into any program because it's not fair for people to rip us off as taxpayers.
And you know
especially education, because you're talking about 18-year-old kids. I'm willing to take responsibility, but we all know 18-year-old kids. I mean, we're not looking like they're not great examples of responsible people. So it's up to us.
Mistakes.
It's up to us, the older crowd, to like push them in the right direction. And that might mean,
first of all, when you tell an 18-year-old to do something as an older person, the first thing they're going to say is, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I was 18 and when motherfuckers was telling me.
You couldn't tell me shit, nigga. All I want to do.
You don't need my government check that comes from my taxes.
You don't know. They're young. They don't know. They don't even fucking give. They don't even understand where the money is coming from. All they know is they qualify for the money like you. You didn't really know where the money was coming from.
One thing is for sure is like, if you withdraw resources or give resources, people will tend to get more disciplined. You take some shit away from somebody and they know they need to tighten up to get that shit back. Like, I finally got old enough with my fuck ups to where it's like, I wanted to get married.
Stop. You just, repeat yourself. You finally did what?
I finally got old enough with my fuck ups.
All right. So shut the fuck up. It's over.
All right,
I grew up, but
I grew up because I started to not have free access to some of the money.
Well, you had used all your resources up. Yeah. You grew up.
Some of them were government resources.
You sitting across from a motherfucker who grew up too. And I say this, and we got to close this podcast. I was talking. You gonna like this? So I was talking to a friend.
Can you put on this wig while you say it?
You bring a Donald Trump wig over here.
Yeah, I just figured you bring in a Trump supporter. If he made really good points, you might want to wear this wig instead.
He's so fucking stupid. So I'm talking to a friend the other day, and we're talking about the extra $600 that you get on unemployment, which I think is helping a lot of people out. And I'm glad that I could pay taxes and we could all put in a pot and we can all get it. It shouldn't last for long. It's only something to help you get through this fucking pandemic, and then we all get back on our feet and start putting back in the pot. Make a long story short, I got some ghetto ass friends. I mean, I'll never forget where I come from. I'm on the phone with my friend, and my friend literally say she got a job. She got a job and she started later in May. And I was like, oh, that's good. She was like, well, bitch, I ain't about to start that job. I said, why? She said, I just got approved for unemployment and they about to give a bitch $900 and something a week. And that shit made me so mad. And I said, what the fuck you mean you ain't gonna take the job? Well, why would I do that when I can do 28 weeks of unemployment? And I said, bitch, that extra 600 ain't gonna last. It ain't. I said, what type of government you think gonna just keep giving you 600 extra motherfucking dollars for 28 weeks?
Yeah.
I said, your real unemployment is $366, bitch. That $600 is gonna run out, and it should run out. It is to get you through this pandemic, bitch. It's not to fucking sustain you for 28 weeks. And it made me so mad. I was like, who the fuck wanna sit at home for 28 weeks? When you got a job, let me say this. When you have somebody offering you a job that you already got a start date. Mm-hmm. Now, that's some fucked up shit to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and what I think his view is...
My view is that what you just said, Miss Pat, is another example of the kind of thing we want to avoid enabling through the welfare system. I don't know what the answer is, but it's okay to at least have the conversation without hopefully offending anybody.
Yeah.
Because it's a real thing. it's a problem.
You're
and
asking
the
people
government
to stop being pieces of shit. That's all you're doing. That's when you cut down all the extra crap that
I'm
you're
talking about enabling. I'm talking about enabling pieces of shit.
No, because you as a person decide whether you're going to be a piece of shit or not. She decided that, hey, I don't want to work a job that I got because if I don't, I'm going to make more money doing this thing I know is wrong. That's what a piece of shit does.
But you're enabling her piece of shit behavior by giving her resources.
He's right.
She's going to find a way to be a piece of shit because she's a piece of shit. But it doesn't. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's so whether you're moving me right now.
So whether the government's doing it or she's robbing people, however it is, for you to do what it's.
So what you're saying is I'm a piece of shit for not trying harder to be a piece of shit.
No,
I should have found a way. I should have found a way to get it without working.
No, what I'm saying is don't complain about the government not checking you for being a piece of shit because that's not their job.
But the good part about it, you're no longer a piece of shit because you own appliances place and you fix my appliance and y'all should call him because he do a really good job. This man turned away from being a piece of shit and became Republican and he all about the dollars now and you should call.
And that number is 317.
Finish it off.
317-315-0085.
So if you need your stove done,
white bitch.
if you need the stove or your refrigerator or your wash machine, do you do wash machine?
Yeah, all kitchen and laundry, anything you can name.
Kitchen and laundry. Microwave, he look a little white, but he's 30% black. He does a good job. And we just highlight it. And don't you ever say, I don't like everybody, because I just highlighted a small business owner and a fucking a confused Republican. And that's it.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.